ClowdyWorld. And man, we talking about this certified goofy in the video, dog, who literally just ran up at his ops graduation and shot that whole thing up. Now, all the time when I see a lot of this type of content, things like this, I try not to really stress it too much, man, because people live a lot of different lives, and it can be kind of unfair to judge them on how their life is and how they're going through things than it can be just for overall what people are going through. Basically saying that you gotta, try not to hold too much judgment unless you're living and going through a lot of the same situations. But then there's situations where it's just so crazy that you just can't understand why somebody would do something like this, man. Now, when I was trying to break this down, I was trying to think how I should come at this situation. How should I look at this, take it serious, jokingly, whatever. I just gotta be honest. These youngins wildin', man. Bro, this man gotta care about his life or something, dog. Like, this type of stuff, you gotta think bigger, bro. Like, awesome stuff like that is real, but then once you turn 30, 40, 50, bro, like, that stuff corny, dog. You got that much time to be worrying about another man, bro, you better be rich, dog. Real talk. If you got enough time to be worrying about somebody else, you better be having the motion to really be taking the time to take a break to focus on somebody else. Cause bro, I just couldn't be that focused on somebody as a broke. If I'm broke, bro, especially when I'm going through the struggle, bro, you better go make something shake. You worrying about where he at? You need to be worrying about where that first of the month at, bro. Your sisters eat, they hungry, bro. Put some grown man pants on, fam. So look, I'm saying that because when we say this type of stuff, dog, you gotta really look at this stuff and think bigger, man. Insane, man. It's crazy. It's crazy because we're in an era now where people are just doing whatever they want to, moving how they want to, living how they want to, and it's sad, man. It's really sad because, one, you gotta want better for yourself, dog. Like, you really have to want better for yourself. In this world, in this day and age, man, it seems to be that a lot of these younger generations, they don't really care for themselves, man, at all, dog. It just feels as if the world is just a messed up place, man, and I don't even know what it is anymore. It just feels like the worse and worse it gets, people don't really want to help out. Like, it seems like we in an era where people gonna condemn somebody for trying to do right and gonna help somebody do wrong. It's just, you can't base how society looking at something as your own question of morality, because sometimes society and the way you're looking at stuff can have the wrong idea, and you got to know what's right is right and wrong is wrong. And this is insane, man, because he went there to go get it done, but someone also had started returning fire, and there was I think it was a body left outside, and the boy that put out the hit, did his thing, he managed to get away, and he posted it on social media, dog. And I don't understand that, bro. That's the biggest thing about this. Why do people stay posting this stuff on social media, dog? Y'all gotta be smart, bro. Y'all gotta be smart, bro. You gotta take care of yourself, man, because this is not the way. I don't condone anybody moving like that or doing some evil, flawed things or anything like that in general. That's not really what my type of thing. I don't really care for that. But if someone is living a reality where they got to do crimes or things like that, again, I ain't defending it, but at least be smart enough to not record yourself and incriminate yourself, man. I never understood that, and I still don't understand that, man. Stop incriminating yourselves, dog. You get no points for this, bruh. The clout you get for this stuff next to never is worth it, bruh. If you see a lot of times recently in the real world, bro, a lot of these people getting backlash for what they go, a lot of the time it isn't for what they actually did, it's their response to the way that they were judged of what they did. Were they apologetic? Did they not care? Did they say what they wanted to and just ignore it? A great example you could say is the situation with Kyrie and everything that went down with the NBA. When Kyrie stood on his business, respectfully handled his thing, and then said what he had to say, the narratives around him were some horrible things, but he rode through the storm because he knew in the end he had to stand for what was right and stand on what he represented. And now looking back, he's respected even more for it, because sometimes your character and your integrity is worth more than any type of clout or emotion you get from trying to be funny or childish or lame, or take it to a certain level, dog. Because at the end of the day, all of that stuff is taking it to a certain level, man. Look, I be trying to tell people, bro, at the end of the day, to me, I just don't be feeling how the world is going right now, man. It feels like a lot of young people are holding a lot of anger in themselves, and they don't know how to express that anger. And maybe it's frustration, maybe it's not even anger, maybe it's energy, And because of the trauma people are going through, the only reasonable way people know how to react is fight or flight, which is anger, action to reaction. Maybe it's not that deep and I'm defending a behavior that shouldn't be defended, but I feel like at the very least we got to look at it from different places to get an idea of how we should actually address this stuff. Because everybody just keep judging, everybody just keep tossing 30 years of these kids like they Oprah. More statistics, more population that's already overcrowded, more people that did real bad stuff that get let out early to do more bad stuff that keeps everything going. Like, you all see like the trends we getting, man? Like, what are we even focused on no more, bro? I be trying to think, like, in my head, what was the person that was going through the action of letting it ring at the graduation? I think, what went through your head to make you think there was any reality that would positively come from this? That's all I be saying. That's kind of what I be saying, man, because it's not about doing the action. It's that you can't be a sane human being to not realize that there was one or two realities coming from this. Either you in jail or you getting riddled, bro. It's not nothing else that could come from this. So I be thinking in my head, you gonna throw away 30-40 of your years of life, bro? 20, 30, let's even say 10, bro, for all the folks that want to, you know, be real sympathizers for a lot of these bums cause, man. And I don't say bums because he's a young man of color, none of that. I say bum because you a young man that could be taking that time to better yourself and you trying to hurt people, bro. Point blank. Take away where he came from, take away complexion, take away none of that, take away even the income, take away everything except for you are someone who came to an event for people that took a lot of sacrifices and a lot of hard work to get this accomplishment, and you came here just to permanently hurt, scar, and affect other people, knowing that you could probably and most likely harm people that did nothing to deserve it. And to me, that's the big thing right now, man. That's kind of overall what I be saying, because that's how I look at this stuff, man. That's how I look at it. And I just think that when we break things off overall, it's just something that we got to think about as a whole. So even when I look at this situation, I just think, to me, I want to see improvement, man. I don't want to see these stories 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 20 times. I don't want to get desensitized to it, because even as I talk about it and I want to really speak on it, I feel like in the end we a little desensitized to it, man. These youngins crashing out early, but they beefing in high school, beefing in middle school, bro. It's low life loser stuff, bro. Like, you got to get these folks off the street, man. Like, this type of stuff hurts a lot of the youngins that could have chose a better route, bro. Because now, by you standing on business like that, you cemented yourself on that route. You're not a youngin no more, bruh. You wanted to do big boy things, and now you gotta have big boy consequences. And I hate to see a lot of these youngins get big boy consequences for one decision that could have been avoided. But ClowdyWorld, and I want to know your thoughts on the situation overall. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm tweaking, man. I want to see us do better, bro. I want to see a lot of people do better, and I don't want to see this youngin go out like that. But that's reality. And when I see people react to these type of stories, man, they'll be like, oh, this or that or black people, whatever. But as we don't see 30 to 40 to 100 civilians, other black people just trying to graduate and support their children. Don't let the narratives run wild with this one, y'all boys. Just remember, it's always bad people and good people trying to excel. ClowdyWorld, and we gone.